Hello you guys and welcome back. This is part 2 of my best of beauty 2019 products. I did already upload my skincare portion of it, so if you do want to see my skincare pics, please check out the video in the iCard and you guys can go have a look at that first. And then today's video is part 2. If you guys want to know my makeup pics for 2019, please keep watching. Like the best singer, you guys know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not the outro. What am I doing? So the first products I have chosen are brightening primers. Now they are something that I definitely got way more into in the last year, and I think kind of my makeup taste and like everyday look kind of changed. A lot more glowy, kind of natural looking makeup for my skin. When your skin is dull, it is hard to achieve that, but these primers definitely help give you a more fresh, brightened, kind of awake look to your skin, which I have been loving. So the two that I have used the most is Deprogram Skincare Base CC in green, and then also the Etude House Fix and Fix Primer Tone Up in lavender. Honestly, these two are pretty similar in ways of texture and all of that. That's why I chose both of them. I honestly don't really have a preference of which is better than the other. They are both really, really good. I do tend to use the green when my skin is a bit more irritated or is holding a little bit of redness, and then I use the lavender on other days, but honestly either or really good. The Deprogram does have an SPF of 20 and the Etude House has an SPF of 33, so they both do have some sun protection, which is awesome, although I do still use sunscreen before, obviously. So these do help brighten my skin, but on top of that I feel like I just don't need to wear as much makeup or as much high coverage makeup. You can still see a lot of my scarring and kind of bumps and like unevenness in my skin, and I feel like I have been struggling with that quite a lot lately. I can't tell if it's like acne scars or just like sunspots, but I do have quite a lot on my cheeks. But these guys do help kind of hide that before my foundation goes on, and they definitely help my makeup to glide on. Like they're just such a nice texture. They kind of glide and blend really well. It does take a little bit of effort to blend it out because it does have a little bit of color, so it is going to look almost like white cast, but once it is blended in, it leaves my skin like so plump and brightened and just ready for my foundation, and my foundation or whatever I wear just kind of glides on and looks even more flawless. So I have absolutely been loving both of these primers. Use them pretty much every single day. The Innisfree Matte Mineral Moisture Setting Powder. Now last year I think one of my top picks was the no sebum one, so not much of a difference, but I go for the moisture one now because the no sebum one is basically just reduces all oil, good for people with oily skin, shine free, all of that. But I obviously am going for this glow look and I don't have oily skin, so I switched to the moisture. There is not a huge difference, but this one tends to be less powdery and it does have a very slight sheen, which I was kind of worried because I do mainly use it under the eyes, but it did work fine. It does not leave a weird sheen or weird creases or anything on my skin, and it just works perfectly for what I use it for. Basically with setting powder, I only use it under my eyes to reduce creases, and then also in the areas where I apply concealer or have a little bit of heavy makeup so it doesn't move throughout the day, and then just a little bit in my T-zone to help with the shine. But I still want my skin to look glowy. I don't want it to kind of erase all this nice glowiness that I have done, so it is nice to have one that is a little bit less powdery than the normal no sebum, and this one has been working perfectly. Basically the only powder I use these days. Great for travel because it is that little baby size too. Next, I have mentioned this product before as well, but it is the Aritaum Sugarball Cushion Cheek Color in number 3. Going with the whole dewy theme, this blush just allows my skin to stay dewy because it is a cream blush. It is not a powder. It is also a beautiful color, blends out seamlessly, and it does last a long time because it is a cream blush. Honestly, no complaints about this one. I do like to use a brush. First I was using the puff, but I found it got dirty really, really quickly, so I just get a buffing brush, dab it in, try to like blend as much of it out on my hand first because I don't want it to be like and then I just buff it into my skin. It like melts into your skin. It looks like a part of your skin. It looks very translucent but natural, and it's just really nice. The next few products have basically become my trademark. Like, everyone knows me by this, and it is the glittery shimmery eyeshadow on the eyelid. It's just my thing now. I always use like a shimmery one in my lid as my base shadow, and it's just the way I roll these days. So the three that I go for, the Etude House Air Mousse in PK002 and BR404, and then the Look at My Eyes Jewel in OR203. The reason why I have three is these are the three kind of looks that I usually go for. An orange base, a pink base, and a brown base is kind of the three I just usually interchange every day. There's definitely other days where I do different looks, but when I don't want to think, when I'm just like, oh, what am I doing today? These are the three shades or three themes I go with. So these are the three that are most frequently used. So the Air Mousse ones are obviously a little bit of a different texture. They're like a cream mousse kind of eyeshadow, and then the regular Look at My Eyes is just like a normal powder shadow, although it sticks so well. All of them do have really good pigmentation and do last a really long time, and they kind of have a very similar look to them. They have the kind of tint, whether it's pink, brown or orange, and then they do have like a golden sparkle, which I think it just suits my complexion. Since I am warm toned, that gold does suit my skin better than like a silver shimmer would. So they all have a little bit of a gold tint to a more gold shimmer to them. So they can cause a little bit of fallout, especially the non-cream one. But honestly, I feel like it adds to the effect. It blends out really nicely, and instead of going for like that refined eyeshadow look or whatever, these days I do like to have it looking a little bit more natural. So even if there's a little bit of fallout or like it's a little blended kind of like everywhere, I think that's okay. That's just part of every day, you know. We can't have perfect eyeshadow every day. It just doesn't happen. This is another product that I have mentioned many times in the past now, I feel, and it is the cream what am I saying? 3 Concept Eyes Velvet Lip Tint in Daffodil. This is my #1 most worn lip color of 2019. I just love it. The color, the texture, the pigmentation, the longevity, like everything about it is an A+ for me. It blends so well, and it's just a color that goes with like most things, and this whole peachy shade that I'm like into this past year, and I have no complaints about this one, absolutely. And I use such little product and it goes such a long way. The only thing maybe is it does have a little bit of a fragrance, which some people might not like, but it is not overpowering and I'm fine with it. I think I've mentioned it a bit more in depth in a video in the past, so I'll link that again. But #1 lip product of the year for me. It is always in my bag. It is the one I go for. It's #1. Next is actually another lip product. It is the Ettusais Lip Essence. This is a Japanese brand. It is basically like a lip treatment, but you can use it as a gloss as well. It is fragrance free and has an SPF of 18. It is a very natural looking gloss, so it is a really nice one to wear every day, especially if you have kind of dry lips. I am wearing it at the moment. I like to combine it with a lip tint, so I'll apply lip tint beforehand and just blend it in and just get the color of it, and then pop this on top. I feel like it just gives a really natural gloss without it feeling sticky at all. It feels very comfortable on the lips. It looks nice, but it's not like so shiny, and it's not like it will attract all of my hair to my mouth and get gloss all over my mouth. It does also last a really long time, and it doesn't leave your lips drier afterwards, which I feel like some glosses can do. I feel like it shouldn't be that way, but I feel like a lot of lip products, like after it wears off, it kind of makes your lips feel drier, which this one definitely does not do. They do also have like a medicated version for really dry chapped lips, and also a tinted color version, which I feel like I should have bought because I really do like it. And it's like a lip balm and gloss in one, and it looks nice too. I don't know, it's just a nice one. I'm sorry if my explanations are really stupid. Next is actually a kind of makeup or cosmetic tool, and it is a portable lash curler. It is from MUJI. I discovered it in the past 6 months or so and have been using it every single day. I cannot be without my eyelash curler, so I'll curl it with a normal eyelash curler and then put on my mascara and usually head to work, and then just before work, once my mascara has all dried, I will re-curl them with this. I would say it's like the best eyelash curler I have ever used before. before, but the fact that it is this small and portable, and it definitely does the job. It works plenty fine. It fits in my bag. I don't know, I used to carry around my like normal like this, and this is a lot easier and more convenient to have in my bag because this is hella bulky and just like annoying to use. It just like flips down, and then that allows it to like curl. It does come with an extra rubber thingy as well, and it's just sleek, simple, but does the job, and I do definitely use it every day and can't be caught without it, because or else I have really like straight sad lashes. That is a very convenient, useful tool that I found in the past year. And the last product is my Western product. It is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. I did buy this while I was in America, just out of curiosity, and honestly, I've been freaking loving it. I think I might even like it better than my Fix Plus. I think this one's a lot easier to reach for because it is way cheaper. It does have nice ingredients like coconut oil, coconut water, cucumber extract, and green tea. It is really hydrating without feeling irritated, and it does really leave your skin glowing, as you can see. I have used it today. It is not sticky. It works really nice over makeup. It really helps kind of all your makeup to sit better on your face, especially if you do use powder or use a powder foundation. It allows it to kind of rest into your skin, and it just doesn't feel sticky like a lot of other sprays do. It does definitely make my makeup last longer as well, which is really nice, but doesn't lose the dewiness of it. So honestly, I have been really liking this one. It does have a lovely coconut scent, but it is quite strong, so it might not be for absolutely everyone. I like the smell, and I like coconut smells too, so it's nice, but it's definitely a little bit on the stronger side. So if you are sensitive to perfumes or fragrances, it might not work 100% for you. Generally speaking, for the price as well, it is very affordable, very effective, very nice dewy mist, and I would totally buy it again, which I'm sure they have it in Australia, right? But yes, a nice cheap setting mist if you want a dewy look like this. Alrighty, you guys, that is my makeup picks for 2019. Please leave a comment of what your favorite makeup product was of 2019, maybe. I don't really know what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna, you know, cut it right here. But I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's, and bear with this weird, like, me. Please hang out with me in 2020 as well, because I love you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, I didn't know you could see my arm through there.